going to do a makeup tutorial today. It's just like a little get ready with me for people who wear glasses, who aren't so confident about doing makeup. I'm not an expert, but I'm willing to try. So the first thing I do is take my glasses off, and then the next thing I do is get my products ready, which I've already done on the desk, but I just need to move my mirror a bit closer so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself a Morphe stippling brush, because this is the best brush for me personally, because it's got a wide top on it and I'm able to blend my foundation pretty good. And as I don't like getting messy, I put it straight on the brush and I only use a small amount because I don't need a lot today due to the fact that my skin is quite clear. So you'll see me looking away from the camera at the moment just while I do the foundation, because I can't physically see enough to be able to see it in the viewfinder. So give me 2 minutes. So I start off with blending my foundation out to my cheeks, under my eyes and round my face and down my chin. See, some people don't blend their foundation down to their neck. It's a personal preference, but I prefer to blend it down to my neck so that I look even and straight. So I'm going to do the same again, put a little bit of product onto my brush, and then I'm going to do the other side. And I'm going to blend that all over my face, onto my forehead, up my bridge of my nose, and then I'm going to go close to the mirror, make sure I've blended it all out, because I can't see very well. Okay, I think that looks quite settled. Now, this isn't for everybody, but I like to use a little bit of foundation powder. So I use Bella Priere, and this is toned to my skin tone, and if I've missed anything on my face from the foundation, it sets my foundation in place and it covers any little areas where I've missed, because obviously I can't see very well. So I get another Morphe brush, which is just like a fluffy ended brush. I don't actually know the name of it, but I get that, and I just put just a little bit of powder on, and I do round my face, round the edge, under my eyes, round this bit, and then go over the other eye, over the eyes, and I just keep going until I think, yeah. And I blend onto my ears so I don't look stupid. Blend down my neck. Usually I put quite a bit of this powder on just to set my foundation in place, and then that's that done. Okay, so the next thing I do, which is a bit overkill, I get some of Jeffree Star's translucent powder, and I put this all over my face to set anything that I may have missed, or just to give it a bit of je ne sais quoi, so to speak. So I take just a little bit in the lid of the pot, use the same brush again, and dab it on all over my face. That was a bit too much, but blend it out. Okay. So that's that. Now, I don't use concealer because I can't see enough to do it, and it normally looks really lined, so I don't bother with that just at the moment. I can do eyeliner and I can do mascara, but I have to go close to the mirror, so if I look away, I'm going close to the mirror so that I can do that, but that comes later on anyway. So that's that one done, that area. Now, I tend to do my highlighter / contour with this palette, because it's nice and big and I can see all the colours without having to go super close. It's just Olivia Hale highlighter palette, a 4 highlighter palette. I quite like it because it's not too powerful, it's not too cakey for my skin tone. So I use to start off with, I use this one in the bottom here, and that's for my contour, and then I use a little bit of this just below on the chin line, and then that I use as my blush. So let's start with the contour. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm no expert. This is just my personal preference, and I may be using the wrong brushes, you know, I'm not an expert. I just like the way that it looks when I do it. So I'm going to do the contour, which is just below the cheek line here and round the top of my face. Same on this side. I am going to have to look away from the viewfinder a little minute because I can't actually physically see this part. I have to look at the mirror. So I'm going to go round my top of my temple, and then I'm going to go down, and I might need a little bit more than that. So again, round here, down, and then suck your cheeks in. And it's just subtle, it's not too brown, not too cakey. And then I do the same again on the other side. Suck my cheeks in. And then I just use some of the lighter for the lighter one for my chin line because I'm a bit chubby cheeked, so I just like to accentuate my cheek line a little bit. So I suck my cheeks in again. That's my chin contour a little bit. So that's all. Oh, and I use this same brush because it's quite a powdery consistency, and I just go dab, 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 and suck my cheeks in and do the apples of my cheeks. Now, some people think it's a bit weird, but in the Shane Dawson's Conspiracy palette, which is this one, I use the pig, I think it's called, pig meat for my blusher because it gives a nice sheen and I really, really like it. So I use the same brush again. Just dab it into the pink pig meat, and then I suck my cheeks in as usual. No, I smile actually. Go like this. And then that's that. And then the same again on the other side. Give it a good blend. I don't like to do it overbearing, but I do like to be able to see it. So yeah. And then obviously I've used this brush, so I put it to one side, and now I use this little guy, which is great for travel and everything, and I use this to finish off blending the blush in, so it doesn't look so harsh. I like a clean brush for this. Okay. Probably not even because I can't physically see, but what I tend to do is if I've gone a bit too OTT with the blush, which it looks like I have on this side, I'll get my Belle Pierre again and I'll just take just a tap, just a little tap with the little brush, and I'll just blend over the blush again, just to take some of that bright colour out. The same with this side, so it's even. And then that's that. Now, I don't like to wear a lot of colours, bright colours, when I'm with my eyeshadow. What I tend to do is I tend to use very bland colours or paler colours, because when you're wearing glasses you can't really see the colour anyway because the frame of your glasses. So what I'll do is I get just a little brush like this, and I'll go for a very pale colour. So what I'm going to go for is going to go for My Pills out of the Shane Dawson palette, and I'm going to put just a little bit of that on my brush, and then I'm going to put that all over my lid. Now, I have a little bit of purple already on my brush because I'm too lazy to wipe it off, so hopefully it looks okay. And then the same again on the other side. Okay, so that's that. And then on my brow bone, I use Diet Root Beer. So it doesn't matter that it's purple because it'll be covered over. On my brow bone, I use a little bit of Diet Root Beer. That was a bit way too much, but never mind. It looks good. And then the same again on the other side. And I know I look a right idiot doing it this way, but this is the best way to do it for me. Okay, so that's the Diet Root Beer on there. Now, what I tend to do, because obviously, like I've said many a time in this video, I can't actually see very far in front of me because of my, because I wear glasses all the time. So I come in with this little blendy guy, again, which is really useful because I use it to blend all my eyeshadow so it doesn't look caked on and untidy. So I'll get that and do that. And then the same again on the other side. So it's really nicely blended. It may look a bit crap because I can't see, but we'll see how it goes. Now, I like a bit of a smoky effect on my actual eye because it takes away from, it gives you you can actually see a little bit of makeup but not a lot of makeup. So I tend to use a mixture of Not a Fact and spiraling when I do my main part of my eye. So first I'm going to go in with Not a Fact and just put some on the outer corner like so. Looks like I've been punched in the face, but this is the best way to do it for me personally. So I'm going to do again go for the Not a Fact and put just a little bit in the corner of the other eye, like so. Now, I know I look strange and I know I look silly, but this is the best way for me. Now, I'll go in for a little bit of spiraling. And I'll put that on my brush. I use the same brush for every eyeshadow because I can't actually physically see whether the brush is clean anyway when I'm doing my makeup, so I just go for it and hope for the best. So with this spiraling, I think it's spiraling, yeah. With spiraling, I'm going to just go for a little bit on the inner corner and then use my little brush to blend it all in. So I do that and cut my crease a little bit. The same again, a bit more of the spiraling. Cut my crease, blend it all in. Okay, now that looks a little bit crazy and a little bit yuck, but get my little brush, blend it all out. See, I find I'm more heavy-handed on this side of my face, and this side never normally gets enough, so I have to keep touching it up until it looks fantastic. Okay. It just looks like I've been punched in the face, but I'll get my little brush again and just blend, blend, blend until I'm happy with it. I do have to go quite close to the mirror, unfortunately, but at least I can see enough to be able to go quite close to the mirror. So now I'm going to do just a little bit of eyeliner. Now I tend to use black eyeliner on the top and then white eyeliner on the bottom, purely for the fact that when you wear your glasses, it actually, if you wear black eyeliner, they look like two slits across your face and that's it. You can't see much else. And then once I've done that, I'm going to just fill in my eyebrows a little bit because they are a little bit sparse. And then I'll put some lipstick on and some mascara. So first things first, I am going to have to go quite close to the mirror for this. So if you don't see it, I'm sorry. So I'll go up. And then I just wing it out just a little bit. Can you see? Just a little wing, just for a little bit of fun. Now, this eye always looks great. My other eye sometimes looks like a dog turd, but we'll see. Normally, if a friend's here, I'll get my friend to do the other eye, but I'm on my own at the moment, so we'll see. It's drying up a little bit, but stab myself in the eye. All the what's the name of a half-blind person? Right. That's the best I'm going to get on that side. Yes, I've stabbed myself in the eye, but oh well. We'll get some of that off with my finger, if I can. to use a little bit, get a little brush out of my thing and use some more of my Bella Pierre, but I only need a little bit just to touch the underside of my eyes up and take some of the bags away because Sis doesn't get enough sleep. Only joking. I sleep quite a bit. I'm quite a lazy person. Not. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is use the same brush as I've just used, this little pink one, because it's the easiest for me to see close up to my eye. And I'm going to use a tiny bit of Diet Root Beer just to fill in my eyebrows a tiny bit. I don't want a lot, I just want a little bit, so I'm going to tap off the excess and then I'm just going to put it through just a little bit. That's a bit too long. Right, let me see what I've got, what else I've got. Getting the big guns out now. I'm going to have a look in the blood sugar palette for a slightly darker colour. Oh yeah. So I'm going to go for my eyebrows. I'm just going to use a tiny bit of intravenous because the other one was a bit too light. And semi-blind girl problems, can't flipping see. That'll do. Right, that'll do. I can't do any more. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of glucose just out of the blood sugar palette, and I'm going to just put that just at the top of my cheek here, and the same on the other side. And then I'm going to get a brush, and I'm going to get this fancy guy, and I'm just going to blend that out just to give a bit of highlight. Now, the next bit I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use a little bit of donor on my eyes, on my eye, and just put a little bit of donor just on the top of my eye. Now this is not really a day in a life makeup tutorial. This is just more of a going out at night tutorial, because obviously I've gone a bit heavy handed with the colours. Just tap that on like so, and Bob's your uncle. And then I don't need the blood sugar palette anymore, so we're going to put that over onto the side. I'll grab that and put it away in a minute. Now, yes, I know I look atrocious mess, but I'm going to blend out a little bit more. Oh. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of white eyeliner just underneath my eye. Some people don't, some people do. It's entirely up to you. So I just take my white eyeliner and I drag it underneath. underneath my eye like that. And I do the same on the other side. Normally I'd use brown or something, but today I'm just going to do this. So get a bit more product because it's drying out too fast. So try not to blink too much because it'll just disappear before you get a chance. Now, I'm not perfect. This is not the best makeup I've ever done, but from a distance, it looks fine. So, now to set that white eyeliner in, because it does run a little bit. I normally take a little bit of Ranch out of the Conspiracy palette and I just dab it on along that, and then that just dries it out. Same again on the other side, dab it on, and voila, that'll do me. Now, yes, I may be a bit wild, this is just a bit of fun for me. I like doing makeup and I like messing about. So, obviously I'm not an expert and I look like an atrocious mess. But I thought it would be a fun video for me, for the first video I ever make. And hopefully I'll call it something funny. We'll see. So, I just put a little bit of volumizing mascara on. I can't remember what. It's just extreme black, just a little bit. And voila. Now, that's the makeup done. I'm going to use just this Miss Rose Professional. It's a lip liner slash lipstick. And we'll see what it looks like. I haven't worn it for a long time. Now, I like to overline my lips a little bit. Like so. And then the same on the top. Like so. And then the other side. Like so. And then I get the other side, which is a lipstick. And fill in my lips. Now, this lipstick is this lipstick's a little bit dry, but it stays on. And there we go. Sometimes I use this as a blush, but I'm not going to today. And that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe below. Obviously, I'm not an expert at editing, so I do hope this turns out all right. we'll see. I just want to say a great big thank you to the YouTuber couples, Madeline and Stephen, Ryan and Danielle, Sam and Jess, Blissa Vlogs, JD Vlogs, and Jules and Sword. They are really, really nice people. I really appreciate all the videos that they've put out, and that's what's inspired me to make this video. So, welcome to the first of hopefully many. Obviously, I work full time, but I'm going to try and keep the schedule to I'm going to try and do one every week if I can. If I can't, then it might be once a fortnight. Let's put my glasses on. Now, gosh, I look a dog mess, but it was fun making it. So, yeah, I look a bit of a dog mess. Oh, blimey, I haven't blended very well at all. And that blush I put on hasn't shown up much. It does on the camera a little bit, but it hasn't on my face. And oh my goodness, the white eyeliner. Next time we'll have great fun doing an actual tutorial where I really try. This was just a random bit of fun. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.